Let's sew a cute makeup bag for the first time.
More like let's butcher a makeup bag for the first time, but I'll let you guys be the judge. The first thing I did was choose between all these beautiful fabrics that I have. For the outer fabric, I chose this cute flower pattern, and for my lining, I chose a soft pink polyester. Next, I got all my materials ready, and I chose a white zipper. Got my batting to quilt and interfacing for structure. Choosing a tutorial was hard, but I finally found one to follow and printed out the pattern. Then I got to cutting everything to even sizes. This is where I believe everything went wrong at the end when I took a look back at what I was doing. Some of my pieces weren't exactly even, and I believe just my measurements were off overall, and you guys will see that later on. After I cut out all my pieces, I was ready to go, so I changed my top thread to a pastel pink, and I changed my bobbin to white. Yes, I'm ironing on interfacing on a chair, don't be mean. Next, I put my walking foot on. Then I started marking my guidelines to quilt a diamond pattern on my outer fabric. Next, I was ready to go ahead and start sewing. After I finished that, I was upset because the water-soluble marker caused for me to completely drench my fabric in water in order for the markings to dissolve, so I tried my best to get it off the next day, and sadly still failed. At this point, I figured I could finish the project and take the rest off later. I stopped to grab my package and got straight to business on finally making the actual bag. Everything was going great until it wasn't, because I realized I sewed one side of my lining to the opposite side of my outer fabric, forgetting to be sure that no pieces were in each other's way. So after I took that apart with my seam ripper, I got to the boxy corners, which I completely butchered. As you can see, the bag is not perfect at all, and I definitely struggled with the corners, so please give me some tips down below, but I definitely will keep practicing and I'll try again another time. It's still functional and I love my bag. I'll be putting it to use and I'll get better as time goes on, but if you're living to learn, you can also go binge the full video on my YouTube. Bye!